Good afternoon. It's been a milestone day for Florida, certainly not in a good way, as the state just crossed the 500,000 case threshold with 7,600 deaths now. About 80% of those or so are people that are 65 or older. So disturbing trends that continue at the same time that we're seeing a decrease in the number of cases and the positivity rate. The question is, how long is that going to last? For today, the positivity rate was about 11% when you exclude the people who have already tested positive. Far lower than it was even the last week or two ago. And then the numbers themselves have come down to about 5,000 a day. But Florida has temporarily shuttered some of its testing sites during Hurricane Isaias. Now that's coming back online, kicking into high gear now. Today was actually the first day they've offered antigen testing at Marlins Park and also at Hard Rock Stadium. And it comes to, as there's promising signs right now for people who have been dealing with COVID-19 symptoms for not days or weeks, but in some cases months. That's what applies to Kate Porter, a Boston area mom that I interviewed, who's been dealing with chest pains and respiratory issues, shortness of breath, fever, since the middle of March, 140 days. Her pain visceral and really coming through the screen when we talked to her. Here's what she said about what Kate has been experiencing.
I often fear that not only will this be permanent, but is there something else that could pop up? Am I, going to develop a blood clot or something? I have shortness of breath that has not ceased in months. I have increased heart rate. I have, certain imaging that's showing everything is okay. But when you're having all of these symptoms continue, you wonder what that does to the body. Like, what does a fever do for, on and off for 140 days?
Here's the hope that's on the horizon. Eli Lilly and the National Institutes of Health starting a trial right now for antibody testing. Basically what that means is taking the proteins that your body produces to try to fight this virus, distilling them and injecting a uniform, concentrated, effective quantity of that into someone with the virus to try to stop it, neutralize it really from spreading. That certainly doctors feel could work for those who have recently been infected or exposed. Could it work for someone like Kate? Well, she's had symptoms that have changed over the course of months, 30 or so symptoms. So there is optimism, as long as this virus is still replicating, that this treatment, antibody treatment, if it works, could help these long haulers that have been going for months on end, suffering the consequences of COVID-19.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.